We're rocking and rolling and rolling and rocking.
Rocking and rolling, rocking. HIVEMIND Podcast. What's up? You're watching HIVEMIND. HIVEMIND Podcast. We're back, baby. It's fall time.
It's cold in the D.
It's cold in the D. To start grading, I want to go back and forth naming things we like about fall. Just back and forth.
Cider.
Pumpkins.
Layers.
Halloween.
Orange.
Sweatshirts.
Scarecrows.
Physical manifestations that are unavoidable that make me face my own mortality and change.
Salvation every day I find from our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
That's all right.
Just a couple things
That's
about
just a
fall
few
that we
things.
like.
Yeah, I kind of botched the one that was, a little introspective, but, whatever. I think the main thing that we can both rejoice in is that we won't be sweating our asses off like the last podcast. But
And I want to thank you for opening up to me.
yeah.
I really appreciate it.
And to all of you, apparently.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, that's all right. All right. Let's get right into it, though. Last podcast was the Tinders thing.
And we were sweating.
We were sweating, yeah. But people have not been sending me bad Tinders, bad Bumbles. New one I found out, Hinge. That's one people have been talking about.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Grindr, any of those. If you find bad ones, send them our way. We're going to do another one of those, hopefully with Evan as well.
Yeah, you thirsty bastards. Send them our way.
All right. We're going to start here, though. Bugatti Biebs, Justin Bieber, Biebs MW. You know what I mean?
I smelled a little of this on the internet earlier.
Okay, well, take a big whiff here.
I avoided the big whiff earlier.
Okay. First of all, Justin Bieber, congrats on his marriage. He just got married at a hotel to Haley Baldwin.
A Red Roof Inn, actually, in Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah. I've stayed at that one, actually.
Yeah, right off the freeway.
Yeah, the Sigburns and the sheets. Well, depends which, yeah.
Blood stains under the sofa.
Right. Okay. But yeah, they had to shut off like the spa or something. Everybody was mad. But either way, humble Biebs right there, getting married in a hotel. He didn't have to do that.
True.
He could have got married on TMZ for like $10 million. But Haley Bieber, shout out. And also Justin Bieber, my favorite person on Instagram right now. He's been taking pictures of his house for no reason. Just a bunch of pictures of his house. So tune in with him. But this is on his Instagram story, speaking of that. What do you think of this?
Dog messed up here and there, no fear here, dog. Got a wife, living life, living right, yes, tight, gluten free. Look at me, who'da thought I'd be nice. When I rap, I was slap on the beat. I get tired with the heat, no strap on the feet, no cap. Yeah, style was impeccable. My wife, yeah, I put her on a pedestal. So my life is like a movie, The Incredibles. They put me as a medicine. Never thought that my depression would depend on it. I've been sending it.
It's a no from me, dog.
On adrenaline. Been a victim of the system. I'm a Christian with a vision. I'm a gentleman. Many men wish death upon me. Blood eyes, dog, and I can see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. And people try to take my life away. I don't hold grudges because I ain't no sucker.
All right.
That is the caption I saw, was Justin Timberlake samples Many Men, or covers.
Justin Bieber, not Justin Timberlake.
Oh, yeah. Right.
But might as well be there at the end. You know what I mean?
I guess Timberlake never had bars like that.
Bars.
For good reason.
Name one. Name one bar that stuck out.
The part where
to
he
you.
said, I'm Christian and a nice guy, gentleman.
That one. Christian, gentleman, medicine, like that
The
whole
fact that
rhyme
he
scheme.
led that rhyme scheme into the hook of 50 Cent's
Many Men,
hard
yeah.
ass song. I don't know. It turned around a little at the end, but
I think my favorite line is, "My life is like the movie The Incredibles."
yeah, that was interesting too. I don't know.
Well, does he mean that it is a CGI cartoon made by Pixar, or does he mean like it's like the plot of The Incredibles in where he
He's
was
a
born in a
superhero?
superhero family?
Interesting. I took it for face value that his life is incredible.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Like the movie, because the movie is A+.
And the title
is The Incredibles. Okay, yeah. I have read a little bit into this one, and people are saying that this is not. He said it's not serious, and it's not an album where he's just messing around.
That's what I interpreted it as. It's he walked into the studio one day and was like, "Fuck it, you know what I'm gonna do today? I'm gonna do. I got all this free studio time. Might as well cover my guy 50 Cent song."
I will say that I think a lot of the way that people have been perceiving this comes with the territory of Justin Bieber being kind of beloved at the moment. People like him again,
right?
And I think that comes off. This comes off a lot better from us liking Justin Bieber right now than just in general. If it was just coming out 2 years ago or something, I think people would be like, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
This
if
is
it's
not-
like single cocaine misdemeanor Justin Bieber, people are like, geez, what's he doing?
Yeah, he's still probably going to do Jesus album, Justin Bieber. But
And he still might be doing cocaine, but
if he is, he's covering that up pretty quick. I would guess Perks, if anything.
interesting.
He and Aaron Carter should start hanging out.
Ugh, just what we need.
We are going to skip Aaron Carter entirely on this podcast. I'm sorry about that. But
Apologies I had.
yeah, I'm excited for actual new Bieber music. I think it'll be tight.
Yeah, where's it been at? I would have.
He's been doing the feature game. He's like,
Has he been?
Yeah, he did the Ed Sheeran and the and these aren't like on the radar of like rap fans or anything, but you know, Ed Sheeran, and then he did a Dan and Shay. He was on the remix of a Dan and Shay song that's pretty popular.
Okay.
And then he did the Billie Eilish, the Bad Guy remix too.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So.
And I saw Lil Tecca trying to get him on a track.
Really?
Didn't you see that?
I did not
Lil
see
Tecca
that.
on live was like playing some Bieber and was like, "Man, I need you on the next album or something." And I guess like, I guess there's been some like exchange of likes betwing Bieber and Tecca or something.
Interesting. I'd like to see that. We'll
Yeah,
get
that'd be
to
sweet.
We'll get to some Tekka later. I'm gonna go into the second one here. 6ix9ine signs a $10 million record deal from jail.
Well, if there's one thing I know, it's record deals with prisons never work out well.
The example?
Well, I'm just saying, like the prison signed him.
Oh,
That's what the headline makes it look like. Signs $10 million record deal from prison.
oh, okay, yeah. So he
Like
signed
that.
it like with the warden, you think?
Like Rikers Island signs Tekashi 6ix9ine will be producing all of his albums in the cell.
Jeez.
It sounds terrible in there.
Yeah, I heard the
The mic's like in a guy's toilet.
That's a reverb, yeah.
Pulls it out of his ass. I got you this.
Yeah, I hope that it's for I hope it's for like 10 albums if he signs it with the jail. But if he if he signs it just, you know,
Lifetime deal with prison.
yeah. That's what all
Is this for real though?
No, yeah, this is real.
Who's the label?
Okay, the label is 10K Projects, who released Day 6ix9ine. It's Elliot Grange's label. So like his same label from before.
So they have $10 million?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, they're a huge label.
Okay.
They have Trippie Redd, Lil Nar, some pop acts.
I bet you Trippy's stoked about that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know. But I thought it was just interesting, like the precedent it sets kind of, you know, I don't want to make the same point that everybody makes, but like Tekashi 6ix9ine fans, they don't really care about snitching. The people that were like into 6ix9ine, well, like the story when his music was going out, that was that the streets like were riding with him. I think it was mostly the internet and like young white kids, you know? So like those kids have no, like, they have no sense of like what it means to snitch in like the street code, you know? And none of them know what that is. So those people aren't going to have a problem like rocking with 6ix9ine after he gets out, you know?
As hard as it is to say, like with the sound of his music, I look at him and I think he's interpreted by everyone else, like just as a pop star.
Interpreted, yeah.
Interpreted
Word.
by everyone just as a pop star. Like, I don't know. I mean, he's going to sell more than $10 million worth of records and make enough money.
Absolutely. And provided he stays alive, you know? I think that's...
Actually,
no, he'll probably make more if he doesn't.
True.
No joke.
Sadly.
Sadly. But another thing that I was thinking about earlier with him is like, there's kind of a new phenomenon in the internet age that I feel like a lot of people haven't like pinpointed, but like, you don't have to like someone to be entertained by them. So like for me, like I don't agree with everything every one of my favorite artists does, or even people that I just pay attention to. So like 6ix9ine, I love the spectacle of it. I'm entertained by it. I thoroughly like enjoyed listening to the music and following what was going on while he was out and like doing what he was doing. And so like for me, it was never about like, oh, I really agree with like the way this guy lives his life, you know? So like I get that you want to like play some moral high ground on like nobody should snitch, and for the most part, I mean, yeah, nobody should. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I don't think it means that much for the entertainment value of what he's going to come out and do.
I'd see him completely separate.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. There's a reason he got that deal.
Interesting thing, the same week, and this is what, I don't know that there's a line to draw between the two other than like, you know, but 10K Projects also signed Taz Taylor's Internet Money Collective same week.
Okay.
So they did a joint venture with. So this is Elliot Grange right here. So he's the guy from 10K Projects, and this is Taz Taylor. So, excuse me. Taz Taylor is like, if you don't know, he's a producer who kind of assembled like a producer collective and then started signing artists, and they were instrumental in the blow up of Lil Tecca. And so I'm not sure that Tecca is signed to Internet Money, but I know that the first single under Internet Money, which like, you know how QC, Quality Control, comes out with stuff like Quality Control featuring Migos, you know?
Yeah.
It's like that. It's Internet Money featuring Lil Tecca and A Boogie with the hoodie.
But it's just those two on the track.
Right. So, and that song is like, you know, it's nothing for me. I'm not like super psyched about the song or anything, but the video is kind of interesting. It's like Lil Tecca and A Boogie show up to like a super white wedding, like a wedding of like all white people, and they're like the cool guys. And there's like a skit in the middle where like two guys are standing there and like, damn, those guys are cool. I hope they don't fuck our girlfriends. Like, it's very like stupid, but anyway. Yeah, so they signed that, and I thought that was kind of an interesting, not only because it's the same label that signed 6 9 but also like kind of a precedent for, or a catalyst for, like producers
Who
to
will
have
work with them, yeah.
Well, no. I'm saying produce. I don't think they'll work with 6 9
Catalyst for
necessarily.
producers to become big signees.
Producers to be executives at labels or sign joint ventures, or like I think Neela World could do something like this, which is like Belize's whole crew who did a lot of the Little Tracy album. They're a producer collective, and I could see them doing something like this with a big label too.
That, yeah, it just all matters if like the label's intentions, you know, like if the label's signing people that they're trying to push a vision forward or like a kind of music.
Yeah.
I could also see like a collective of producers getting signed and asked to make like beats for a bunch of people they didn't like because the person up top doesn't like realize.
Yeah, I don't know how these deals are structured either. It could be something completely different.
Tons of stipulations.
Yeah, but what I would say is I just think that it's good that the people that are making the music have some power,
Right,
and some bargaining power and some capital power to do stuff.
I agree.
And also that, you know, they're being treated like an artist collective, like, you know, brought on to make decisions. So I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, this is the 10K Project's website. I was looking at this earlier. They also have Icy Narco.
Fucking Icy Narco.
Yeah, right. And then
Kristen Honcher, yep. Her tracks are fire.
I have no idea who these people are.
Sorry, Kristen, in advance.
Yeah. It seems like a relatively like small but successful.
Who's Austin
operation.
Brown? Is he like their country artist? He's wearing
I
a
bet he's a
Patagonia cap
rapper, dude. I can see the colored fog in
by
the
the
background.
finger on the lower lip. Oh, the fog. Yeah, you can tell he's a rapper.
Yeah,
fog.
color fog. Yeah, if the fog was just regular fog or smoke, it could be
Definitely
bonfire.
could be country. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But all right. Speaking of fire.
Like what I'm seeing here.
All right, so Charli XCX, pop star. I think her new album is really good.
Yeah.
And you should check it out if you know, pop music, if you like it, or like futuristic electronic
Definitely
pop music.
A ton of exploratory sounds in there. I heard some songs that I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Right, lots of features too, all over the
Yeah.
map. So, but she has a music video out for, I don't remember what song it's for, but this is from behind the scenes.
yeah, okay.
So watch this. This is cool. So she actually got attacked by like environmentalists at first for like burning a car, and then she was like, it's all vegan paint and like a bunch of weird stuff. So
It's vegan fire.
so, you know, what's one car burning? There's cars burning everywhere. Just like let her burn one for a music video. I don't care if it was vegan.
What do they want it? CGI? Do you realize how terrible that would look? Like, come on.
Yeah, this looks sweet, and then we wouldn't have this beautiful moment.
It's
you know?
authentic. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
come on.
I just think, you know, there are bigger fish to fry, quite literally.
Let's get the plastic out of the ocean.
You know, like there's a lot of different stuff you can, like, you know, let's look at the big problems before we start focusing on whether a car in a music video was, you know, vegan. That's kind of weird. But anyway, either way, this is hilarious to me because she's just filming a music video with a burning car behind her. So like,
There's
you know,
danger.
There's danger involved. It just pops.
I love how they didn't take that into account. Like, I feel like the only way the front windshield explodes is if all the windows are up. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't there have to be like some massive amount of pressure for it just to pop?
I have no idea. I don't know. I think there's like compartments in cars that are probably enclosed enough to like make the pop happen. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I wish Mythbusters was still around so we could get to the bottom of this.
I wish Mythbusters was still around so they could fix my car. But is that what they did? It's like the British guy and the... Okay. can't. I don't watch much TV. But, all right, next thing. There's like a million lists out.
Here we go again. Oh, I don't
Here
want
we
to
go.
get
All right. There's a bunch of lists around. I can't keep track of this anymore, but there's like
Enough's enough.
there's like an Atlanta list, a New York list. There's like all this ridiculous stuff going on. Everybody's sharing theirs. T.I. shared his. I thought, we could maybe say like one sentence on this and then we'll move on. But anything stick out to you?
Why is Meek Mill above Ghostface? That seems mad disrespectful.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know. I feel like people have too much, they treasure the old people too much. Like I get it. Like, they were rapping back then. But I think people are like, this is an artist. Kanye's number 5. Kanye's not the 5th best rapper of all time. He's like maybe one of the best artists of all time. But like,
Yeah, that was just like deep down on the list. I was trying to pick something out. I mean, it seems fine, man. The top 10 like looks all right to me. I'm not putting DMX in any of my own. And where did T.I. put himself on here? Because if he didn't put himself
11.
on here, he put himself at 11.
Yep. Which is like right around where you have to be to not be like an asshole, while also like not, I don't know, like without like selling yourself so short that you're like, what the heck,
Yeah. I mean, saw T.I. up near a lot of people's top.
He is. I mean, he's definitely like, I feel like especially for like hardcore rap fans, he has a lot more, like he created trap in general. So I think that's like a huge, I don't know. I don't really care. Only thing I saw that was like glaring is just like Lil Xan's not on the list. So
again, another snub.
It's really ridiculous at this point. He wasn't even on the LA list that I saw.
I'd also put
kept reading it over
Justin
and over.
Bieber after that little clip. I'd put him up there right between Gucci and Master P.
Oh, yeah. Where's that? Bugatti Beeps.
About 29.
Oh, he needs higher than that.
Come on.
Come on. He made Sorry. That's like basically a rap song nowadays. Drake could make Sorry.
Yeah.
I
wish he did, too.
I wish he did, too.
In another world.
All right, this is one of my favorites that I saw right here. Check this out.
Okay, Blood. I'm already squeamish.
Machine Gun Kelly.
On the Young Thug
this is
tour.
way more mellow than I thought it was.
That's it?
Oh, yeah, he spits the blood out.
Oh, this is way...
That's basically it, yeah.
Why is that little girl with him? Like,
that's his daughter, apparently,
that's his
or
daughter?
someone's daughter. I don't know.
Way more mellow than
I think it's his daughter. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, my main reason for putting this up here was like, I saw the headline, like Machine Gun Kelly bloodied up. And I was like, oh, so that's why he says slat in that song.
Two things. Logan Paul's comment, your face, bro. Just a waste of time, Logan. Keep it in your pocket. You don't need to comment that.
I like Logan. Shout out Logan Paul.
Machine Gun Kelly looked like so many people I know from Cincinnati.
Gavin Speece, is that what you're about? Yeah, he does look like Gavin Speece, especially in this.
Shout out, Mr. Speece.
Yeah, stay safe, Gavin Speece.
Don't get bloodied up.
Don't get bloodied up. Here's the other, the aftermath of this here. He got stitches.
I love when like great artists get injured because like
There's
it
no
reminds you
sound
that
on
they're
this.
real people.
Oh, right. I thought he was a god. I thought he was a god. And then this is Family Day. So that is his daughter, I guess. Okay.
Oh.
Cool. That's cute.
What did he do to get on the Young Thug tour? Are they on the same label? Did they have like a really good dinner together?
It's a co-headlining tour too.
What kind of grand conspiracy is unfolding before us because this makes no sense to me.
Something that is, I find that people like us who lived through like all the rest of it as like very, like I was around when Machine Gun Kelly was like first coming out.
I remember watching Chip Off the Block on my iPod Nano on my way to basketball games and being like, this is getting me hyped, I think.
I'm just saying like when you watch that or like lived through that and then you see this, I never could have guessed it, that he would ever have any sort of respect, relevance, or like
a place in
kind of like a cool factor. Like something even me, like I've fallen victim to it. I think Machine Gun Kelly is kind of cool now. I won't listen to the music, but like when I see him, I'm like, hell yeah.
I think like, a major factor in this like reimagining of his persona is his acting career.
Yeah.
Like he became an actor and is now like incorporated all his roles and like this Hollywoodness into his artistry, and he's not just like a dude from Cleveland who's rapping fast. Now
Right.
he's like, I'm from Hollywood.
Yeah.
I've been an actor, and here we go again.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that.
But how that put him in the good graces of Young Thug in that scene, like, and I think of Young Thug as someone who's like particularly good at curating and like finding sound and like picking people to incorporate into his music.
Right.
And this is just like, it seems so weird to me. It's totally left field.
And also, I mean, like, I remember Cardi B and Offset praising Machine Gun Kelly's album from this year.
He must have done some work in Hollywood with the right people.
Right.
And they're the ones being like, all right, say nice things about Mr. Machine Gun.
And I mean, I remember even when Pete Davidson was doing stuff with them where they like, were friends, Machine Gun Kelly and Pete Davidson, where like Pete was in his music videos. I was like, what is Pete? Does Pete like have, I remember having this distinct thought, like, does Pete have to like pretend to like his music when he's around him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's like, and then I remember that after that being like, oh wait, now he's friends with this person, and like, you know, he's just, I don't know.
Something else I would say too is like, it's not like his music beforehand or currently wasn't great, but it wasn't like super hateable. There wasn't like something you could jump on and be like, this is awful.
Right.
It was just kind of like,
Yeah.
that's enough.
I think that, yeah, I do cringe still while I listen to
It's
stuff like
cringe,
that.
but it's like, what, like if you were hanging out with him.
Right.
And he showed you something, you'd be like, I like that one.
You could
Or-
pretend to like it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I can...
Shout out guys from Ohio, though. I hear they're all super nice. Like,
See,
that's a thing.
see, and this is what my defense always of Logan Paul is like, and not defense of, but like why I watch Logan Paul's podcast and stuff is like, he's like a kind of like a douchebag, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's like his character, that's what people say. But like, he's exactly like all of the douchebags who like went to my high school.
Yeah.
And so it's super familiar. So I'm like, oh, like I know that guy.
The devil you know.
Yeah, and I know that guy, and like I don't know that many people like Machine Gun Kelly other than Gavin Speece, but like I know some people like who like he had Ohio. I don't know, just like there's like certain things about people from Ohio that I'm like, oh, like it's like familiar to me, and like
Yeah.
and I
Super
feel like I
familiar.
can, you know,
I feel like I went to college with dudes that act like Machine Gun Kelly.
yeah, definitely. I know some, definitely some people. Yeah, I don't know.
And definitely like his music.
Wait, they like his music?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I feel like people who act like Machine Gun Kelly don't usually like Machine Gun Kelly's music. They probably like really like Young Thug's music.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I
this
mean?
is
It's like white kids who like Young Thug is like what Machine Gun Kelly looks like.
Does Young Thug bringing Machine Gun Kelly on his tour like open up Thug's music to an audience that he thinks would really like him?
I don't even know
More
if it's
so?
that. I think
Who's intimidated to listen to Young Thug anymore? Like, you know what I mean? No
No
one's
one.
like, whoa, that's like tough music. I can't. Like, he's
Oh,
made
no one,
pop
yeah.
and guitar crossover songs.
he's on Havana by Camila Cabello.
Right, like anybody and their mom would probably be like, "Oh, Thugger, like he's not going off." There's not much like edge really left there,
Yeah.
so I don't know what he has to gain from this. Young Thug, if you're listening, which you probably will get around to it,
Right, yeah.
Let us know why you chose MGK and not, you know, someone that makes a little more sense,
Like Lil Xan.
like Lil.
Lil Xan. He's got a fire snippet. I don't know if I can find it right now. It'd be too.
I'm over it.
Let's see though. It's pretty. It's pretty fire. You know what I mean? We'll find it on the next one. But what else we got popping up here recently? I was just watching what's it called? Sneaker shopping on Complex. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you like to do that?
I love sneakers. Yeah.
I was trying to imagine it because I was thinking about like, you know, I have those fantasies. I'm like, oh, if I get asked to do this, but I don't know a thing about anything. So
You'd walk into like a Zoomies and be like, "These bands are sick, bro. Are these the Odd Future Jones?
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
get these ones.
I'd be like, yeah, I'll have.
I don't skate.
I'll
but-
have the Vans. I'll just have like, yeah. But that's the thing is that they all spend like they get like I watched Joji do it, and Joji got 4 pairs of shoes for like $2,500, and I was like, I could get like literally like 100 pairs of shoes.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
But if I'm gonna be on that show, I'm gonna buy like the most, like as much as I can budget. Like I'm gonna spend as much as I can on one pair.
I like to pull back the curtain on that show a little bit. Do they give you like some sort of discount or some sort of like card? Because there's no way they make enough money off the video to like Like they usually
I think
get
they
like
probably get swag. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they gave them like a bunch of nice shoes that like weren't on the wall, and they display like the rare, sweet, or popular new ones. And then they were like, oh yeah, by the way, here's like some Nike Shunks, here's some Vans, here's some of these.
Because some of the like. Future famously went in there and spent like $37,000 or something like that, like something outrageous, and they go to a real store, and the guy obviously has like talking points where he'll be like, I saw you in a picture wearing these shoes. So what do you think about like this era of like, this brand of shoes? And then I'm like, I just wonder if those guys are going in there thinking like, I'm doing this YouTube thing today, but I got to spend thousands of dollars so that I don't look like an idiot.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Like, it's like a weird...
Like, what's Complex's pitch? Like, hey, next time you go sneaker shopping, will you please do it with us? Like, please let us follow you.
Yeah, but I mean, I know it's popular, and you also get to plug something, usually those get like 2 million views, and so you get 2 million, people watching you say... his new single is out on this day, that type of thing. But at the same time,
like Future, like I don't know, couldn't like a label also give an artist a budget to go do promo?
I think a lot of the money that they give them is that budget, though. Like,
right.
Yeah, totally.
So like they were like, look, you got to go do this. We're giving you 5 G's. You want to spend it, and then feel free to spend whatever else you want.
Gotcha. That would be cool. But I thought maybe Complex would shell out a little bit for the show to like, be like, oh, like we'll make $3,000 on this video or $4,000 on this video, so we'll give you $1,000.
Maybe they do
something like that.
But
they got the cameras and everybody working on the video too, so I don't know.
They got to be cheap.
Right.
You got to be cheap. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's not. The reason I thought of you today was because Joji bought shattered backboards, like
nice,
the ones.
The ones,
yeah.
The orange ones.
Yeah, he was like the Tony the Tigers.
Yeah, those are hard. They're sweet.
And I was like, yeah, that's the only name I know of any shoe because Deo Gold said it to him in like one of our first ever videos we made on YouTube.
Still rock those kicks sometimes.
Yeah. Were they $900 when you got them? Because that's how he paid it today, and I was like, woo.
No, they were cheaper when I got them. I think they were like $650.
Oh, that's still a lot. That's more than I've ever spent on all of my pairs of shoes combined.
I keep getting them dirtier and dirtier, and for some reason, like they keep getting more and more popular because they haven't. I guess because they haven't reissued them yet, and so like as time goes on, they're getting like more and more used up, and people just don't have as many.
Right.
It was it's like getting a stock and just like not cleaning it. I don't know how stonks work.
I don't know stonks. Yeah, I never watched the stonk market. All right, well, that's about it for us. We got some new music videos that are out on our channel, Doorstop and Play Your Song. Doorstop, Suicide Rascal and Lil Darky, almost at 25K. Play Your Song, Jacob Sigmund. It's doing numbers out there too, and then we got
me in a morph suit.
That's true. That. Yeah, he's the one in the morph suit for anybody who wants the deep facts. But other than that, we got podcasts out, we got vlogs out, we got more stuff coming, and Suicide Rascal fans who've been bothering me with cheese emojis and stuff. His new mixtape is coming out sooner than you think. So,
and it's called "I Ate 4 Blocks of Cheese for Free."
Right. That's the alternate title. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram. Everything's on the screen, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, baby.
What did it end, baby?